Hello, lovelies. I'm C, and welcome back to another episode of House of the Dragon. So Otto's out, and Kristen is in as Hand. I hope that goes terribly for him. um, right now things are pretty much just getting worse and worse between the blacks and greens, which is sad because they're all family, but I know things aren't getting any easier anytime soon. So let's get straight into episode 3 and see how much more drama we get.
Babe killer. What did you say?
Oh yes, they're on opposing sides, I'm sure, because the families just hate each other.
Rhaenyra is a kinslayer. Your uncle declared for Aegon, did he? Well then, let me tell you, Aegon Targaryen is no true king.
Uh-oh.
Just as you are no true knight. You're both craven. Little gods!
Ooh. Them's some fighting words.
You wouldn't dare.
He's probably an heir. Holy shit.
He sullies the grave of his brother.
Damn.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
Yeah, but the man loved his brother.
And what of those who sent him?
Damn, everyone's getting more and more vicious with time. He wants his own revenge, but again, right, you keep adding revenge and revenge and revenge, and soon all you're left with is a bunch of bodies and regret.
Otto Hightower would never have allowed this. Hotter blood has prevailed, I think. The young men have taken the bit in their teeth. They wish to punish, to avenge.
Yeah.
Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
Oh my god, the facts.
When last we met, Alicent said I would make a fine queen. You've seen what has happened since then.
She came
Yeah.
to me and your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming, and that it'll be savage beyond all compare.
Nah, man,
There is
Alicent's
no
just
war so
looking at
hateful to the
your
gods as a
leftovers
war
right now.
between kin.
Yeah, this is sad. I think that's like something you have to keep remembering as you
No war
watch.
so bloody as a war between dragons.
Because it's like, this is literally a family
She sent a
war
raven.
that is destroying
I do not
all
care
of
to realize
Westeros.
What she did,
It is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
she permitted it.
She encouraged it.
As you committed the murder of a little boy in his bed.
I don't really think she'd have the authority to permit anything. It was more of an encouragement.
Needlessly, some might say.
Sir Alric was awarded the great duty of ending Rhaenyra's challenge. He failed to discharge it.
You literally
Failed
sent
because the
him
scheme was
to
out.
his
Perhaps, Your
death.
Grace, but we cannot all hide in our castles waiting for war to come to us.
As now it surely will.
As now,
Yeah,
it
because you're
already
an
has.
idiot.
House Bracken took it upon themselves to attack the Blackwoods, who declared for the Pretender. Lord Samuel Blackwood himself is slain.
Good. First blood in our name.
Wow.
But
This is the
besides the bloody
king.
losses, Your Grace, I'm not entirely certain we can declare this a victory. The Blackwoods and the Brackens have feuded for centuries. This is nothing more than an excuse for them to indulge their ancient grudge. It's no true war.
Wow.
Call it what you will. I call it war.
I wonder if he's going to become more erratic.
Change denotes the art of war.
Oh my god.
This council must rediscover the discipline it lately had if it's to be of any use.
The Riverlands are the key to the war. Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands.
Damn, Harrenhal,
I will ride
eh?
out with those I can muster here. Men I know, men are trained.
You need time to raise the numbers to challenge the Rivermen.
Speed is my ally. I will turn the crown land houses who
Oh
declare
my
for
god,
Rhaenyra
please.
to our
Does he
cause. We will
die?
add their numbers to our own and then turn west, where I will enlist the Brackens, subdue the Riverlands, and take Harrenhal.
So impatient to ride with so few men. So like to be destroyed by the first stronghold you meet.
If only.
Bold scheme indeed.
Well, the gods favour the bold.
They did not favour Sir Eric.
Yeah, you sent him. Remember that?
What say you, my king?
And
Wow.
you'll take Aemond and Vhagar.
This is the guy you're hooking up with?
I'm sorry to put this upon you. It breaks my heart to send my boys away, not knowing when I will see them again. But you have seen what may befall them here. Rhaenyra, I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot. Teach them, train them, guard them as a dragon guards her eggs. And my sister? I need Bailey here.
Yeah, because she has a dragon. Yep.
I cannot promise to make you happy, but I ask you, make this sacrifice willingly, for all of us. Your Grace.
Damn. I mean, I get it. She's feeling like, I remember she wanted a dragon really bad and never got one. But it's not like she's asking you to go to war. She's literally like, I want to keep my kids safe and, you know, you as well. We need you guys to be protected. So let's have you go somewhere secure. I was attacked. I would rather that didn't happen to you.
It was the first fire here since Balerion ended the line of Harren the Black.
Oh, yes.
So
I forgot. Larys is... Oh my god, I completely forgot about his connection. Damn.
Forgive me,
Yes, so this isn't Thing's father. This is just a relative.
I'm reminded of the perilousness of assumption.
Indeed. Your Grace.
He's like, remember who you with?
What then brings you to our corner of the Riverlands?
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms. Or perhaps that has escaped your attention.
Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair.
Ever since, yeah. Aegon came over and was like, oh, yes. You don't want to give me your castle, I will take it. With you inside, burnt to a crisp.
Only Harrenhal is of a size enough to garrison them.
You should know
It's interesting that they were all on the same wavelength about Harrenhal, but Daemon got there first.
Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
Oh, well. The answer to that is...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even think we know why they don't like each other. They just never have.
Sin begets sin. Begets sin.
Sounding a little familiar.
Summon your Lord Paramount so that I may treat with him myself and turn them to our cause.
That would be Lord Grover Tully, but he grows frail. It's said that he can no longer speak.
You have to see who his heir is.
Nor seal his bowels.
Ooh, that's sad. Old
grip on
age,
his
man.
bannerman is weak. They feel they can do as they please.
I will speak with him nonetheless. People should obey their liege lord, whatever his condition.
Easier said than done.
May I present my brother, Sir Gawain Hightower? Arrived last night from Eltown.
Sir Kristen. Mayhaps, I should say. My Lord Han.
Everyone's still shocked.
King's Landing.
How exhilarating to arrive at court after 3 long months on the road to find my Lord Father, who served 3 kings faithfully, unseated as Hand of the King. And by a man from such modest beginnings.
I don't mind his beginnings. I mind him as a person.
The gods have bestowed on you.
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
It's probably not a good idea. They don't seem like they like each other.
We have a full complement, Your Grace.
Then you shall have a fuller one.
She has good intentions here, but... Honey, I hope you find someone else while he's gone. Like, I'm sure the castle has better options. But you know what? I'm not mad. Because right now, Kristen's up top. You know, he's doing real well. He got his girl warm in his bed. Queen Mother's in his pocket. He's got... Oh, God. He's got the king on side, making him hand. Once you hit the top, there's only down. There's only down. And I can't wait for the down. I'm like waiting. Fingers crossed. When is that down coming?
Greeting yourself. Somewhere safe.
while we remain here as
Wow.
a source of distraction.
We'll do your job for you.
propose to conduct the war in my
Yeah.
absence?
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
Exactly. You tell him. Tell him, Rhaenyra.
You are fortunate you took it no further.
Yeah. You are queen. They fall in line. Start bringing your dragon and conducting your meetings outside.
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire. To her is the conciliator.
Loving all the women in
A prudent
this.
ruler, the wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other.
You tell. Oh.
Even Aegon the Conqueror.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Tell him.
So how do they fare, the ditherers of Dragonstone?
Rhaenyra's counsel is wayward. She has a hard task.
Yep.
I must hope she will rise to it.
I'm telling you, start conducting her meetings outside. Have that dragon beside her while she's talking to them. They'll fall in line quick.
You do a great service, and may yet find yourself glad to be out of harm's way.
What's it say? What were you planning on doing?
I meant no insult. We each do what we can.
Exactly. What?
And here, I think, is some consolation.
Tyraxes and Stormcloud are young and vulnerable. These eggs are even more fragile.
Oh.
But should all come to ruin here, you will bear our hope for the future.
Yeah, girl, like...
Your Grace.
I don't understand why she wasn't understanding. Like, you were being put in the safest place. Like, these kids are the last of what she has, like, the most important things to her, and she's giving them to you because you're the only person she trusts and the only person who she knows would take care of them. Like, if she passes and Jace passes, it just keeps going down, right? Like, the next generation is extremely important when you are aiming for a throne. I would never have done well in this time period, man.
Whispered on the streets of your city.
I wouldn't get the cues.
Your Grace sends his forces to battle, and in his courage and wisdom flies with them. Another is that his Grace was outwitted by his councillors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Criston, so the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence.
Wow.
With Prince Aemond at her side.
Wow.
If so, of course.
Wow.
Who spreads these lies?
Him. He just came up with it.
Tales take on a life of their own.
He's actually... I forgot how horrible he really is. I still remember what he did to his brother. I think it was his father, too. He's very good at manipulating people. We're getting so much more of the small folk. Interesting. Man just walked over to the table and says, turns out it was her sister. What the hell does that mean? What? I couldn't be in this time period. I'm
not sure on much for talking. Although, you know,
not good with the
a
cues.
wet whistle works wonders.
Okay, I got that one.
Yeah, my darling. One for the flagon, one for yourself. There's a good girl, eh?
Poor thing. I knew that was coming. I knew it.
I'm the son of Balon the Brave, bastard brother to Prince Daemon and the late King Viserys, uncle to the one true queen, Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Hey!
The blood of the dragon runs through these veins, and yes, men would take my head for it.
The crazy thing is, he could be telling the truth.
A dragon seed must watch his own neck when he has no white cloaked guardsman to do it for him.
You do not look very much like King Viserys. Or Prince Daemon.
No, that was also proven.
How do you know what they look like?
Yeah, he speaks truth right enough. Look, you can
When they
by his hair.
had kids with other cultures, it did sometimes dilute the look of like the natural Targaryen look. So it's possible that he is related.
Something like that.
Oh, is he gonna find his brother? Oh shit.
Aemon the Fierce!
Oh.
You have come so far, and yet you still lie with your very first. What a fine, sweet thing. Did you fuck her like a hound? Woo! 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 You see, I do not exaggerate. Such is the madam's prowess that even now my brother will not sample another. Hard luck for your squire, though. As you can see, she's now very much occupied.
I don't know if he's just that drunk that he's not realizing.
Your squire is welcome to her.
Aw, poor Aemon. Just needed a mother figure. And then his brother took that from him too.
We will rendezvous with your army at first light. Or if their wine is good, perhaps a little after first light.
Sees the dragon?
We're exposed.
What?
Cole?
Get to the trees!
Is it Daemon? Because he's in Harrenhal, which so it makes sense. Wait, is that Bela? The fact that she can see anything from up there. So, one of the huge things I've noticed you have to also be, if you're a dragon rider, is have 20/20 vision. Because, holy shit, the fact that she was able to see the specks of them from that distance. Look out of a plane and tell me if you can see people. Like, actually walking. Damn. Just missed her. Just missed him. So close to the end of Kristen. Well, I'm glad she's not just trying to, like, destroy the forest. But again, I hope that doesn't also come back to bite her in the ass. If she had any idea what Daemon was doing, she probably would have been able to go back and relay what she'd seen, but...
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting.
Damn it, he just got an ally.
Sir Kristen Cole. With some half-dozen other knights, I'm sure.
Bruh, she saw who it was? Her eyes need to be insured.
Lord Farringer's reported a larger force moving northeast towards Rosby.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
It was not such a great height, Your Grace. You said not to engage, so I didn't. Exactly.
Your Grace.
She still looked like she was pretty damn high.
For her sharp eyes. But we can carry no
Very
longer.
sharp
The time for
eyes.
action is surely now.
Your Grace, I must agree. And request your permission to return to Rook's Rest and fortify my lands.
I shouldn't fret, Lord Simon. They'll be making for Harrenhal.
'Tis Prince Daemon who ought to worry.
Prince Daemon has Caraxes.
Cole will look to increase his numbers, and he may call upon a dragon of his own. This is why you must act now, Your Grace. Loose the dragons, root Cole out, and burn him.
Kill him.
Always coming and going, aren't you? And I have to clean up afterwards.
Is he having some kind of psychotic break? This is a morbid ass fantasy or nightmare. Oh yeah, that's a nightmare. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Is he sleepwalking? That's not good. That is not good.
You will die in this place.
Okay. Thank you for the information. You are? I really didn't think this actually happened, so this is kind of cool.
Cry out. Your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain. Do not before I kill you.
I was gonna say, you guys both die.
And then what?
I don't think she planned that far ahead.
Oh, I've begun badly.
She didn't think that would happen.
We watched the tourney together, you and I.
That was a long time ago.
We knew, even then, that men trained up for battle are eager to fight. To seek blood and glory. But you, I know you do not have that desire within you.
She's so like, I don't know what to do here.
I swear this to you, on the memory of my mother.
You think he changed his mind. He did not actually change his mind.
I've been at times unkind, but never untrue.
Damn, man. And that's the thing, right? Like, neither of them here think they're wrong.
Do you think we capable
which makes it even more difficult to find common ground. Because she believes she's right, but we know she's wrong. And even Rhaenyra is seeing that she truly believes what she's saying. But now she's questioning
at the end
when he didn't actually.
Did he speak my name?
He was just talking about the prophecy.
It was hard at times to understand.
Yeah, that should have been your first clue. Maybe you're hearing something wrong.
Egon's name.
Give more information. There's like 50 Aegons in this line.
Was the prince that was promised to unite the realm.
What?
I desire peace as you do, but to possess.
Did my father use those words? The prince that was promised. Did he?
Yes, he did.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire?
No. He was pretty delusional at the end. He had no idea who he was talking to.
It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror.
Yeah. Not your Aegon. You remember how many of them are in that line? It's too late. Unless she gives in, it's too late. There has. You're wrong.
My father has gone from court. God is on the march, Jamie. You know what Aemond is?
Okay, again, I actually feel like Aemond just needs love. I feel like he would have done better as Rhaenyra's son. I feel like that's a terrible thing to say, but Alicent needed to give him more, I think, and she didn't. Or maybe she did the best she could, but like I feel like he needed more in a mother. Oh, that sounds so horrible. I respect Rhaenyra for trying with Alicent, making that step to try to find some common ground where they can set aside the war. But at this stage, it's too far gone. They've both lost too much for it to just end peacefully. And I think that at this stage, one of them will actually probably have to die for this to really be okay. Because if Rhaenyra gives up, she says, I won't do it anymore, I give up on the war, Aegon is the king, there's always going to be a fraction of people that will still side with her and want to see her as queen. So Aegon will always have to do his reign as king with this looming figure that could potentially usurp his throne. And most of the people around him will probably continuously be trying to warn him to kill Rhaenyra. So I don't think at this stage you can go back. It's the war has gone too far in now, and too many people have started, picking sides, and it's just, you can't go back. All you can do is move forward. But I do think Alicent is going to start doubting herself, because it did seem like she was putting it together that Viserys was talking about the Conqueror and not her son. But I don't think she can allow herself at this stage to believe the truth. She has to continue to believe the lie, because once she starts realizing that everything she had done was wrong, it's going to break her. It's just ultimately going to break her, because you can't think of all the destruction and death and misery you've brought and not feel like you did it for a reason when you're her. Like, other people can do that, but for Alicent specifically, like, she thought she started doing this for a good reason and a good cause and in the memory of her husband, who she cared for. And if she starts to think, maybe I was wrong, maybe he did want Rhaenyra to be queen and he wasn't talking about her son, she now starts to feel like everything she had done was not for the purely out of love reason that she initially had. And it just starts to slowly eat at you. And we've seen that she's a person who will harbor guilt, especially as the devout worshiper that she is. I do think it'll like pick and pick and pick at her. And so I don't know if she's going to always believe the lie, but I think for the foreseeable future, she has to. She genuinely has to believe what she did was right, and Viserys wanted Aegon. But yeah, it's crazy that both of them are doing what they're doing in Viserys' memory, because Viserys told Rhaenyra that he wanted her to be queen to pass on the message and the teachings of the prince that was promised, and Alicent thinks that she's doing what Viserys wanted by making Aegon king. So it's such a interesting comparison of these two characters that are both just trying to do what they think this person that passed wanted them, that they cared about, wanted them to do. And it's leading both of them down a road they can't come back from. Sad, sad, sad. But I don't know. I hope it works out, but they tried. Or at least Rhaenyra, she tried. But I understand Alicent's point of view. Like, there's nothing she can do. Even at this stage, Larys is purposely trying to push Alicent out from Aegon's ear, so she really can't do anything. Very, very soon, she will have no power over her son. And that's going to be a scary day, because really and truly, what the hell is Larys planning? Like, what does he want besides power? Like, does he have an agenda? Like, certain groups of people he wants out? Like, certain... we know he's willing to do anything, because killed his family. So... Or, helped the... I'm pretty sure he killed them. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure he's literally responsible for their deaths. But he's willing to do anything. So when you have that kind of power over the king, what are you gonna do with it? And it's sad because I don't know why Aegon is like so trusting when he doesn't know him. Like, this man's just telling him things and he's like, oh yeah, who's saying that? Who's doing this? And it's like, he's lying to you. He's making this shit up to make you like think people are betraying you or working behind your back. Yeah, whatever. Kristen Cole was in this, and I do like that we got to see kind of what was her name again? For a second, I'm thinking Rhaenyra. I think it's Rhaenyra. And it's Rhaenyra, right? I didn't. The Targaryen names, they keep reusing names, and it always makes me wonder, like, am I thinking of a different story? Or okay, I think it's Rhaenyra. God. Baela's sister. The one that was asked to please leave. I like that they gave her that story just because she had been so angry at herself for not being able to be a dragon rider, and I'm pretty sure she thought what Rhaenyra was doing to her was a punishment. So I liked when she told her, like, you know, you're holding the future of the Targaryens. And the eggs, I do wonder if some of those eggs were the eggs that Daenerys got, because there were like 4 in there and they were going to Pentos. So maybe that's why there were dragon eggs in Pentos. I mean, that's a guess, and I'm probably wrong because people have made bare videos about this, but it could be an interesting theory that those, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not spoiling anything, but that, you know, she's talking about the future of their house and then, you know, put it together. But yeah, I like that there was kind of more of a feeling of accomplishment there and purpose than she initially thought she had, so that she was more than just the nursemaid. But yeah. I feel like that's good for now, but things are definitely going to get bad. It's just like every time I watch this, I'm like, how much worse can it really get? And then it makes me think it's gonna get way worse. Because even it looks like Aegon is, I don't know, he's almost like just becoming a little bit more hostile in a like almost like a passive aggressive way. So I do wonder if his mentality and his like mental health will start to slowly deteriorate. Like, the loss of his son really hurt him, and he was willing to do some messed up shit. So I do wonder if, like, at this stage he's just going to be that person who's like, I don't care, we'll kill all of them if we have to. When the what's it called, the warring families were essentially killing each other, he's like, okay, great, like, thousands died, but, you know, this is the war, we won. It's like, what? You won? Well, you won what? It's just the thought process. He just did not seem to care. And that's a worrying thought, that the king cares so little for his people's lives, that all of them pretty much dying in battle is like, you know what? There are 3 people left over, so we technically won this. And was proud. That war at the mill was just, that was brutal. I didn't even realize some of those were bodies. They just looked like clothes. Like, people just threw jackets and crap on the ground, but it's just everywhere you could look there was a body. That's a gruesome war. God. But yeah, I don't know where we're gonna go with this. I'm sad to get deeper and deeper into the story, because it's just like the eye for an eye mentality just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. And I don't see it ending anytime soon. But well, I guess we'll find out. But if you enjoyed this reaction and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my patrons for your support. And I will see all of you in episode 4. I don't know why I paused. Bye.